Hi guys, so today is Valentine's Day, and maybe when I upload it it'll be the day after because unfortunately I was too busy filling out applications and getting my resume and my cover letters and my sample work together because I'm applying to jobs. So Valentine's Day just like flew past me, like I didn't even see it coming. And yeah, I really did have this video in mind, but the date just slipped by me. So I'm doing it today. And today, what I want to talk about is basically just love and Valentine's Day, the day itself. So I remember when I was little, and even like in high school, still, where there would be like the girl who had the boyfriend, and you would see that her boyfriend gave her flowers and gave her balloons, and you would see her carrying them all around the school. And I know that you've probably seen that too at school, and you feel bad if you don't have a boyfriend. And I felt bad. I would feel like, why does nobody love me? Why does nobody want to give me flowers or roses or balloons? Am I not that important? And I always felt bad on that day because I felt like I wasn't special enough. Like, oh, she must be so special because somebody loves her enough to give her roses and flowers and all those things. And first of all, the one thing I want to say, even though Valentine's Day is over, if it's still on your mind, don't feel bad about it. If that's you, you don't have a boyfriend or something, like don't feel bad, because let me tell you something. Most of the girls in my school who were getting the roses and the flowers and had the boyfriend, they're not with them anymore. And what is $10 bouquet of flowers and balloons compared to finding the one for the rest of your life? Maybe now the one is not in your life. And actually, maybe be happy that he's not there right now, because what's the point of having a boyfriend now if he's not going to be the one for the rest of your life, and the one that's going to make you happy, and that you're going to make happy for the rest of their life. So try to think of it in the big scheme of things from someone who was in your position, who felt like that. And I never really had a boyfriend when I was in school. Um, I did have, I did enter a relationship when I was 16 years old, with someone, but they weren't there for me. Like, Valentine's Day came and went, and I didn't receive anything. And it's not that they had to, but it would have been nice. Um, because that always makes you feel special, that someone remembers you and loves you and cares about you on Valentine's Day, and that you have that special someone. But I never had that. So it was like I was basically by myself. And yeah, I just want to encourage you not to beat yourself up over it, and not to feel bad. And the other thing is that about how important it is to know your value, because I see a lot of young girls be in this relationship and then say they're gonna leave the person, leave them, and then that person finds a way to get them back and gets them back, and then they're with them for a while, and then they break up again, and then they're the ones who are feeling bad and feeling a lot of pain and hurt over this person. And as someone who went through that very young and for a long time, um, it's important to know your value. And when you're young, you're 16 years old, you don't know that. You don't know your value. And that's why I hope that my advice can encourage you and help you in some way, because um, I don't think I was told that when I was 16 years old. I didn't have parents who would advise me and tell me and help me and guide me. Um, so, and even if someone had, I don't think I would have actually believed them. I would have believed in this person. So, what I'm trying to say is that um, when I was 16 years old, I got into a relationship with someone that was older, and this person kind of played with me and played with my feelings, and they made me believe that they loved me, and then one day they said that they wanted to break up with me. So I agreed to breaking up because I didn't want to be with someone that didn't want to be with me. But even after that, he kept playing around with my feelings and dragging me on, and for 5 years, and that's a long time. And it wasn't like I never tried to get away from him. I did, and he always found a way to bring me back. And the one thing I can say is, had I known my value the way I do now, I would have never kept going back. And I tried. Like, there were times when I was like, I'm just gonna be strong and I'm just gonna leave him, and I did, and I'd leave him for like 3 months and not talk to him, and I'll respond to his emails or whatever. But I was already emotionally attached to this person, because it was the first time I had fallen in love with someone, and it was the first time that I actually believed that this was the one, that this was the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with, because we had talked about it. And I guess I didn't want to let go of that dream. And I didn't want to believe that he had lied to me. So I really wanted to believe in him and believe the things he's told me were true. And that's why I kept fighting for this relationship, because I believed that if it was true love, I wasn't going to give up. And I was going to keep trying until there was nothing left to try. And had I known my value when I was younger and known, hey, I'm worth more than this. I'm worth more trying to beg someone to love me back when I've given them everything I have, my loyalty, my love for that person, my commitment, and they didn't want it. And that's where someone has to step back and say, I'm worth more than this. The person, the one I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, who we're going to be so happy with for the rest of our lives, is not going to treat me like this. They're going to treat me like I'm a queen, like I'm a princess, like I deserve the best in the world. And that's something that young girls around 16, 15, 14 even need to realize, that if this person is treating you any less than that, than a queen, a princess, giving you 100% of themselves, then they are not it. And I know it's hard. Sometimes you're already emotionally attached to this person and you just can't get away from them no matter how hard you try. But I'm telling you to keep this in mind. If they're not treating you like that, they are not the one. Because I had to go through 5 years of being with someone who treated me less than that, in order to understand that I'm worth more than that, and that I deserve to be treated like a princess, like a queen, like I'm the most special and important thing in their world. And when I finally found that person, I realized the difference, and I was so thankful. And I mean, I've cried so many times over this, being so thankful that he loves me the way that I deserve, the way that I always imagined since I was 6 years old. I mean, I used to think, this person, the one, and I was 6 years old, the one, he is going to worship the ground I stand on. And I don't mean that in a degrading way or offensive way. What I meant was that this person was going to love me with everything, that I was going to be their everything, and they were going to be mine. And they were not going to treat me any less than that. And so I found this person, and I realized that I was really lucky because I found them at 21 years old. But it was also because I never shortchanged myself. After I left that relationship, I wasn't entering relationships with people just because I was lonely or just because I believed them. Um, I was entering a relationship because I was truly trying to find the one. And I had even given up at one point. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care if the one was out there. I didn't want him to find me. And I wasn't going to give myself away to anybody who would take me. So if you keep that mindset, instead of going out with any person or sleeping around with any person or kissing any person that comes your way, um, you're going to find something more meaningful when you treasure yourself like something valuable, like gold or any valuable precious stone. Like, people don't give away gold on the streets. You have to go find it. You have to buy it. You have to pay a price for it. And that's how you have to see yourself, like something valuable that you can't just give away to anybody. Because too many people shortchange themselves, and 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 they give themselves away to anybody that will come, whether that's kissing them or whatever. And they think that this is how they're gonna find the person, but all they're gonna find is something cheap. Um, you can find cheap anywhere, but you can't find something valuable everywhere. Valuable is rare, and that's what you have to keep in mind. Good quality isn't easy, but if you want something cheap and something temporary, that's easy to find. But when you really want the real thing, that's not easy to find, and you don't find that everywhere, and you don't find it by giving it away to everybody. So when you're careful about who you select to be with, then you're one step closer to finding that person. And I just hope this kind of helps. It resonates in your mind. Um, and I hope that you had a great Valentine's Day, whether you had someone or you didn't. And thinking if there's anything else I wanted to say. Yeah, just remember your worth. Remember that you're worth more. You're worth more than that. You deserve the best. And if it's anything less than that, then it's not it. It's not it. So don't cheapen it. Don't shortchange yourself. And yeah, so if you like this video, give it a like, comment below, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And oh, one more thing I want to say. Thank you for your comments. On my last storytime video, there were a lot of comments in my video, and I really appreciate that because I like to see what you guys think. So thank you, and thank you for 100 subscribers. And yeah.